Hello friends. The 650th day of the war between Russia and Ukraine continues. All children were taken out of Avdiivka, which the Russians are storming, according to the head of the military administration, Barabash. The last to be taken out was a 12-year-old boy, whom his parents had hidden from evacuation for 4 months. As of December 3rd, 1,295 people remained in the city. Yesterday, the next stage of evacuation was carried out. Barabash also denies that the Russian army entered Stepovy north of Avdiivka, as Ukrainian telegram channels wrote about. This is the closest direction to cut off our only supply route. Very fierce fighting continues on Stepovy. To say that they control him would be a complete lie. Just yesterday or the day before yesterday, there were very serious stabilization actions on our part. Now there is no enemy in Stepovy. Now Stepovy is completely controlled by the Ukrainian armed forces, Barabash said. I note that the map of the Ukrainian resource deep state shows that the Russians are already in the village, and the gray zone covers the eastern part of Stepovy. That is, there are already battles going on there. Meanwhile, Ukrainian military analysts and Western experts write about the advance of the Russians on the flanks near Avdiivka. The American Institute for the Study of War, having studied footage on social networks, claims that Russian troops have advanced west of the railway north of the village of Stepovy. The Ukrainian military telegram channel Deep State writes that the Russians had partial success in Stepovy and south of the village. The Russians are also pressing south of the Avdiivka waste heap and are having partial success. The enemy still cannot capture the industrial zone, despite previous achievements. There are small enemy advances on the southern flank in Pervomysk. According to Ukrainian military analyst Mashevets, the enemy in the Avdiivka sector is increasing the combat capabilities of its artillery group. In particular, through the use of adjustable high-precision modernized 152mm artillery shells of the Krasnopol M2 type. According to him, more than 80 units of such shells were delivered to one of the enemy units near Avdiivka. The same supply of shells of this type is expected, but already for another unit. According to certain data, the firing range of this type of ammunition can be up to 26 kilometers. It is also worth noting that the enemy command deployed at least 2 strike and reconnaissance groups from the 24th Separate Special Purpose Brigade, equipped with Shock Lancet-type drones for targeted attacks on armored vehicles, air defense systems, and artillery systems, writes Mashevets. In the Liman sector of the Kharkiv direction in the Terny region, the enemy captured many positions over the course of a week, Deep State reports. Last winter, the Russians set an ambitious goal to liquidate our bridgehead on the eastern bank of the Jeribets River and reach Oskil and the city of Liman. Over the past week, the enemy has been actively attacking due to the rotation of units. This is actually normal practice on both sides, since the first days are always the most difficult. Ours do the same when there is a need for it. Unfortunately, the Russians managed to occupy a fairly large space, knocking the defense forces out of a number of positions, writes the Ukrainian telegram channel. The enemy's active offensive operations near Bakhmut continue. There, according to Ukrainian telegram channels, the Russians advanced near Hromovy and at the dachas near Bakhmut. The Russian Ministry of Defense continues to claim that they have completely captured Hromovy, showing a video of the battle for the village yesterday. Near Klishchiivka, the enemy is trying to reach height 215. At the same time, near the railway, they managed to drive away the Russians somewhat. Let me remind you earlier that the Speaker of the Ground Forces, Fideo, said that the Ukrainian armed forces went into active defense in the Bakhmut sector. The fighting is taking place in the south and north of Bakhmut. Our military is on the active defense, but at the best opportunity they switch to attacking actions and improve their tactical position, he said. According to him, Russia actively uses aviation, if the weather permits, and constantly fires at the positions of the Ukrainian army. There are also constant infantry assaults. Friends, this channel exists solely thanks to your support. If you have the opportunity and desire to support the channel, I will be very grateful to you. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.